You better be good. You owe me money. Welcome home, Ret Pack. Marcus here, and welcome to Comfort Cartoons. As the title suggested, yes, I paid $5,000 for this collection here. Possibly one of the greatest Cartoon Network collections ever. From a member of the Ret Pack named Proxy, who actually reached out to me, gave me an incredible deal on it still at $5,000. I'm hoping we can beat that price though that's here on screen. He's getting engaged, making better life decisions than me, obviously. So he was letting it go for a good price. So my goal here with this is to add some stuff to my personal collection, and anything else is gonna go on our eBay shop or on our whatnot streams to hopefully add up to make that money back, if not more, and keep a couple items. So, you know, get a few items for the collection, make some money. It's a win-win all around. That's the goal. Will we achieve that? I don't know. I hope so. Let's go ahead and get started though. Woo-wee. Man, did you guys see the scent of nostalgia coming out of here? Smells like childhood with a touch of possible regret. No, there's no way. I'm sure we're gonna, genuinely, I think we're gonna do fantastic on this. This is incredible to see. Give you guys a little sneak peek here. We're gonna go through all of it together and add it up as we go right here on our counter. Right now, my inner child is screaming. Sorry, some parts of childhood were a little rough. All right, so our first item out here, I love it. We got Scooby-Doo here. This is from 2000. It's gotta be old school because it's got the green Scooby-Doo packaging on there. Oh my gosh, it's got the sticker on there for the Scooby-Doo live action movie. And it actually comes with the zombie, not to be confused with the creeper. They look fairly similar, but one of them is bald. And you wanna know which one's more popular? The not bald one. Gotta start putting some respect on bald people. Bald people are the legs that keep up society. I don't know what I'm talking about half the time. Okay, anyway, next up here we have a Courage the Cowardly Dog belly washer. There's actually a few of these belly washers. We're gonna start off with some of these small stuff here. Oh, there's also a Johnny Bravo one too. He's fixing his hair on the belly washer. I love it. The Courage one is crazy though because there's really not a lot of Courage the Cowardly Dog merch that exists in general. You have like t-shirts, hats, some stuff like clothing items basically. And then you have these Subway figures that are on screen. But other than that, there's basically nothing. So I guess this is also one of the items you could own here. We also have other ones in here too. Cow from Cow and Chicken. These are actually Dexter too. Wait a minute, so this is the whole set. So you can see on the pictures right there, you have all the ones in this set. So we have Dexter, Cow, no Chicken. You always get one or the other. You get Johnny Bravo, and then we also have Courage here, so that's a complete set there. But there's some other ones in here, so I'm trying to see what these ones are for. Oh yeah, these ones are the Mucha Lucha ones. So actually, I did get to see some of this stuff because I actually went over the entire collection with Proxy when he brought it over to my house so we could do this deal. And I filmed the entire thing on my GoPro so that way I could like share it with you guys. And literally, I don't know how, but like a little chip of my SD card that I filmed with that day like broke off the SD card, and I guess that was enough to corrupt all the footage. If only we would have had an SD card as strong as your ego, Johnny. So I ended up losing that footage, but we're gonna still go through all of it together. But it's cool kind of actually getting to look in depth on everything. So we also have Buena Girl here. So you have all three of the characters from Mucha Lucha. They even have the freaking tags on them still. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We have a Cartoons comic book here for Codename Kids Next Door. And there is a lot of Codename Kids Next Door stuff. That is what he collected, like probably the most heavy, that and Mucha Lucha. But I'm so happy about that because Codename Kids Next Door is one of the hardest shows to collect for when it comes to Cartoon Network. So really cool, that one there. We have these Cartoon Network Valentine's Day cards, which like I almost want to open them, but I think the packaging itself is way cooler. So we're gonna actually keep it sealed, but I am interested a little bit. Oh, no way. There's like an actual poster in here. So let's see this one. Oh my gosh. I know I haven't even seen this one, and I have a feeling I know exactly what this is. This Hot in Topeka. We have the Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends display, and it says Hot in Topeka. Or wait, no, what does it say? I'm a hot toe picker. There we go. I'm a hot toe picker. There we go. That is beautiful. So that is actually one of the items that will be probably going in my personal collection. Anything Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Camp Lazlo, stuff like that. That is like my main squeeze when it comes to like Cartoon Network stuff. So that is gonna add no value, unfortunately, but that's so cool. That is amazing. We got Blossom here with this little scarf over her head. That's like that scarf they give old ladies in cartoons. Like they always have a walker and they have that scarf on. They're like, oh, back in my day, we used to have to work 7 months for a bottle of soda. It's like, okay, we get it. You're old, okay? You don't gotta have the thing over your head and the chain, okay? We know. I love that though. Very cool. It says retro. Like, she wasn't even, what? Is this like, was it like from an episode that I'm missing right now? Cool retro outfit. It says retro Blossom on it. On the back, it says cool retro Blossom. Like, this is retro now, being 20 years old from the 2000s, but like at this time that was a retro outfit. Like, was she wearing something from the 80s? I don't know. I love it though. We have this really cool 3D printed Cartoon Network logo. Hey, I actually got something to go with this. Who will win? You decide. No, I should get a Nickelodeon one of these now that I have these two. We have some books that are really gonna hit you with some nostalgia here, because these are some crazy, oh my gosh, I forgot about this one, dude. When Guy Fieri had a freaking cartoon. Look at him. That is Mega XLR. I completely forgot about this show, dude. So this is a free Megas XLR DVD inside. So this comes with a DVD, Saturday nights on Toonami DVD. And then it also has episodes of Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Codename Kids Next Door, as well as Samurai Jack. I almost like Captain Jack, but Kangaroo Jack. All the Jacks, okay? Anyway, we got the Chowder storybook here. What in the world? Like, I've never in my entire life thrifting have I ever seen a Chowder book. And there's four different Chowder books here, actually. Hey, look, there's Panini on the bottom. He's not your boyfriend. I love this. That's so cool. And then we also have this one. Man, Cartoon Network Block Party. It's a collaboration book with Grimm reading stories about the Codename Kids Next Door, Courage, Johnny Bravo. Like, that is incredible, man. They should have made that a special. That would have been so sick. And then the last books here we have is 3 different Teen Titans ones. But this one's, weirdly enough, is called, actually no, this one is like another JPA. JPA, just pretty amazing. We got, what is it? Jam-packed action. We got Mucha Lucha, Scooby-Doo, Teen Titans, and Shaolin Showdown. Are you joking? This was the original Aang. He was the Avatar before we had the Avatar. We're not talking about this. We're talking about this, yeah! So those books are amazing. I don't know, some of these are gonna be so hard to value, so we might not have comp images on screen for each one, but I will pop up the value based off of what I would say on average they are going to go for, just as somebody who's collected and bought a lot of this stuff in the past. Cartoon Network stuff will shock you how like expensive simple things can be, so just know, you guys know me, I'm always very, very generous on the prices. They may seem high to you, and then for other people, they may seem low, and you guys know on average when I do these type of videos, I'm always on the average of the low end usually, so you know, I'm not gonna overinflate it. If I think it goes for more, I'm gonna put a little bit less, you know? We wanna confidently beat that 5,000. I couldn't even say 5,000 straight, I had to be 5,000. Oh my goodness. That is absolutely awesome. These are action figures for all 5 of the Codename Kids Next Door. But I've never seen this packaging before. Like, I've seen them individually packaged, but not in a whole set like this. And if you look on it, there's no barcode anywhere on the product. So in my opinion, I think this is like either a promo one, like one they sent to like the companies likely to like decide if they wanted to carry it at their stores, or like a sample they sent to Cartoon Network to get their like approval on the products, because no barcode on it means that it wasn't sold in the stores. That is amazing. That is like one of my favorite pieces. I will be probably, I don't know yet. You saw the price, I'm probably gonna let it go, but man, is it cool just to have it passing through my fingers. That's incredible. If I could keep everything, I would, but you know, if I did, then I would not have a house to put all of this stuff. Next up, oh my goodness, this just keeps getting crazier with like the rarity. This is a, what is this? Sorry, I was really hyped up about it. I'm like, what is this actually? Before I start talking about it. This is a Cartoon Network employee only Codename Kids Next Door. What are they called? Dang it. The side bag, a bag that goes on your side. Dang it. over the shoulder. You shut up. You know what it's called, all right? That thing. But it's one of those bags. It's got the Cartoon Network logo over there. There's, again, no barcode on it. I can just tell by the stitch work on this. This was not made for kids. This was made for adults or people that are disguising as one. So this was for sure, like, yeah, an employee or maybe like because I believe it or not, but a cart. Oh, wait a minute. I just found a freaking. We're all playing the same game. Some people start at the bottom and some people are working through the middle. It has a Goodwill sticker in here for $4. Somebody found this thrifting likely, which is incredible. Like if I found that thrifting, I would jump through the window. Who needs blood? Who needs skin when you got a bag like this? Nobody. But what I was trying to say is Cartoon Network actually had a store. Proxy actually told me that Cartoon Network, the employees had a store they could shop at. So if it didn't have a barcode on it, it could also be that it was from the employee store, which is crazy, man. Can you imagine how many awesome things they had and how many of them probably didn't buy it because at the time it was like, oh, why would I do, you know, what's this stuff going to be in the future? But now it's like some of the rarest stuff. Next up here, we have some more Codename Kids Next Door. These are the parachute figures here. I actually have these, but this is the display box. So this would be like what you actually put in the machine before you put your quarters and twist it. This would be like what you see to try to like, oh, I want this one, I want that one. We all know we wanted number 5 with that smooth jazzful voice.
Will you shut up, girl?
My favorites were number 5, number 4, and I feel like as an adult I really like number 3. I love just her unbelievable joy and a positive outlook on things. We have a Powerpuff Girls box here. This one, it came like this, already damaged unfortunately, but this is a Buttercup playset here. You can see it says Laboratory Playset, and I've actually found this figure of her in the thrift store before, but I've never seen like the entire packaging like this. This is crazy. I love that little bottle of Chemical X back there. Just shows the whole setup there of like, you know, how they actually made the Powerpuff Girls. They even have the sugar and the spice. I don't see the everything nice. I suspect it is in there. Next up, we have a Mucha Lucha lunchbox, which is so cool. It's by the brand Thermos. I don't think there's a thermos in there because I don't feel it, but just so many cool things that Mucha Lucha had that I had no clue about. Oh my goodness, this show was actually so tight, and I'm sure there's like probably a small percentage, but if you remember this show, let us know in the comments down below. This is Robot Boy. I feel like this show came and went so fast. This is an actual action figure for Robot Boy. The box is a little bit beat up, but I think that he actually has 2 of these because I think I saw one in the other bin that we're gonna be going through too. But Robot Boy, I did not know there was a second one in here. This is, oh, and the villain, I completely forgot about those dudes. And then look, they have like his freaking evolved form. It's not Pokemon, I guess, but his like next form right there. I thought it was gonna be another window on the back so we can see that robot booty. Sorry. I'm okay with seeing that though. Comment robot booty if you made it this far in the video. Let's go ahead and confuse some more people. Put robot booty in the comments if you actually made it this far in the video, and I'm gonna try to heart all those comments. That's our random comment for today. That is awesome though. I feel like, did this show come before or after My Life as a Teenage Robot? Because you can't, come on. There is definitely some similarities there. If they came out the same time, I would be shocked. 2005. When did My Life as a Teenage Robot? Okay, you know what though? My Life as a Teenage Robot might have come out around the same time as this show, but My Life as a Teenage Robot actually was featured in, I think, Oh Yeah cartoons like years back. So I'm not saying that this show was inspired by My Life as a Teenage Robot. I think there's probably some Astro Boy, you know, inspiration too, but I also wouldn't be surprised. Look at the animation of the character. Like that looks like kids that would be like in the background of Foster's home. Like that kid in the middle looks like that could be Mac's blonde cousin. Like tell me he could not be like there's so many like, and look, there's that kid that used to go to a human school, but now he goes to the animal one because Lion's his last name. That, like, come on, there's some connection there. I love that. That is going to be a keeper, so I'm keeping that in the collection. We have my boy Porky here from Duck Dodgers, man. That is a show I have not thought about in a while. We have the Duck Dodgers Porky there hopping out of his pants. We have a sealed box of Cartoon Network Ziploc bags. Are you joking me with this? That is wild. I actually found one of the bags from this at the flea market, like being used, like with some stuff in it. And it was the, oh yeah, this one right here, the Codename Kids Next Door one. You can see the bags right there, but I've never seen the full box like this. That is incredible. And it is like minty too. And that's the one thing I noticed across his entire collection is condition was super important to him. So he picked up a lot of stuff in really good shape. And if it wasn't in good shape, he said, it was because you couldn't, like there was not another one in better shape. Because like if there was a better one, he got the better one. There's still so much to go through. We're gonna go through them a little bit faster here because there's a lot of Codename Kids Next Door here. And if you guys wonder why I did not open this in the Cartoon Network room, it's because it's been like there's too much stuff. Like there's just too much to actually open in that room because it's kind of a small confined area. This right here had to be in the cavern just because of the space. So we have a Codename Kids Next Door set here that has Sticky Beard the Pirate. And it looks like there's a whole bunch of different series here on the back. So it has series 1 all the way through series 7. Like, my goodness, that's a lot of them that they just knew out the gate they were gonna make. So we have that one with Sticky Beard the Pirate.
Sticky Beard, the stickiest pirate ever to sail the summer.
One of my favorite characters, and actually voiced by our main man, SpongeBob. We have Night Brace. We have Night Brace, who's voiced by Tom Kenny. So we have another set there. But I like is that each one comes with a new villain, but it also comes with all of the kids, but in a different costume, or like one fit that episode. Oh, this is so cool. One of the most badass villains in the series. We got Cree there.
Nice try, kid next dorks.
Who's actually voiced by Cree Summers, I believe. And she is number 5's sister. She's like an ex-member of the Codename Kids Next Door. She's like the Sasuke Uchiha, or like the Red Hood of the Codename Kids Next Door series. Such a freaking badass costume and such a sick character. Man, this one is like I almost want to keep it. I just want that figure of her. Like I almost just want that character, like that little one, just to have sitting in my collection somewhere. That is tight. We have series 4 here, which I'm actually not even 100% familiar with this villain, but you can see the set there. And this is 4 out of the series here. And then kind of loose floating around here in the box, we have the ones from series 7. You can see down here it says Mystery Operation, but this would have been series 7. These ones are super hard to find. Like individual figures of them can sell for like 20 to 30 to 40 bucks. So we have them as like vampires from the episode with Count Spankulot, I believe his name is. Or I can't remember his exact name, but Ryan will put it up on screen here. But the man be spanking. Which is definitely a villain that couldn't hold up in today's society, for sure. But he turns them into vampires too once he spanks them, from what I remember. I don't know what Count Spankula is up to right now, but I feel like you could find him in some documents. He probably would have been in that 50 Cent documentary if we had him today. We also have Hoagie there too. But he told me that this is all of them because there are 2 of these series that actually never came out. They never actually made them, or at least that he's never seen them in like his entire time collecting pop up. So there's a good chance they never got produced. So for that reason, we don't have those ones. Oh my gosh, and then we got this dude. Oh man, this might be the keeper of the Codename Kids Next Door stuff. We have the Common Cold, like the villains. The Rogues Gallery of Codename Kids Next Door was the sickest part. Not just that, the weapons they had too were so cool. But the Common Cold here, he's got the big sneeze, like slime gun. It actually shoots these little like translucent booger bullets. Ah, dang it, I should have chose booger bullets for the comments down below instead of Robot Buddy. Robot Buddy? No, you can say Robot Buddy in the comments too. But this guy was so crazy. He always had like the boogers dripping down his nose, and like I always wanted to see a lot of the villains like out of their costumes. In my mind, this is like what would have happened to Chucky Finster if he had never got like a new mom. He would have become this villain. Okay, next up, let's take a little break from the Codename Kids Next Door stuff. We have this talking Mecha Cat. This is from Crypto the Superdog. So this is the main villain from Crypto the Super. I remember watching Crypto the Superdog. I remember Ace the Bat Hound, but I could, and the cat too, Streak. I just don't remember this villain, but he looks freaking awesome.
He's waiting for the Tooth Fairy, isn't he?
And there's a cat with him whose name is Snooky Wookums. Snooky Wookums, I love that name. He is really cute. He is a Snooky Wookums. Look at him, he's adorable. Not like this mean cat. Snooky Wookums is the kind of cat that doesn't go out the door when you open it. He's the kind of cat that smacks mosquitoes in your house. Mecha Cat is the kind that pees on your sweaters. Darn you, Mecha Cat! Next up here we have a Samurai Jack button here for Aku. There's a bunch of bags in here for like meal toys, it looks like. Some of these are not Cartoon Network related. I think he said he got them in a lot and they just came with them. We have the Nintendo Mario bag here for Wendy's. Pretty cool ones though, like Looney Tunes Back in Action. Pretty cool ones in here though, like Looney Tunes Back in Action. Pretty cool ones in here, like Looney Tunes. I was gonna do it a third time, but there wasn't a third one. Otherwise, you would have got it. There's some bags here that are like no event. Like there was actually times back in the day, you know, where like McDonald's didn't have like a food tie-in with like a movie or a show, and they just had generic toys. Those were dark times. Those were the months you just kind of blurred out of your brain. I feel like the reason you can't remember your whole childhood is because like the parts you don't remember is when McDonald's had those generic toys. We have a Barbie bag here. We got a Hot Wheel bag here. Actually, it's the same bag, it's just both sides. Okay. One for boys and one for girls. One for anyone else. And then we have the Beanie Babies. And then we have the Beanie. Why are these in here? Oh, here's the Cartoon Network ones. I was like, why did you collect these? Here we go. There is a few of these in here. These are the Foster. Okay, no, it's not just Foster's Home. This is the McDonald's Cartoon Network bag here. Really cool here. There's a few of them here. There's 3 different bags. This is from the collaboration they did with like all the pencils, I believe. I think they were all like pencil holders of some kind. We'll pop up some of the toys on screen here. That is awesome though, man. Like, what a time to be alive. 2007. You get to see Wilt on your freaking McDonald's Happy Meal bag. Dude, I would be going to McDonald's once a freaking week if they still had stuff like this on the bags. Okay, and then we have, oh my goodness, dude, this Codename Kids Next Door stuff doesn't stop. And this stuff, I'm telling you, is gonna be where we get a ton of our funds back. We have the K&D set with the 2x4 outfit kit on. Look at all those weapons there, man. Incredible. We have the Roadster here. Like, the fact that K&D got such an awesome merch line, like, they really came out with an insane line for them. We have the mini bus with number 4 on it. And then these are the premium, like, big size figures here. I think these would be like the most sick to have on display. We got number 5, number 2, and these are large, guys. The camera does not do it justice. I would say that, like, he's at least maybe like 7 inches tall. Like, that is a solid size figure. Freaking Nigel Uno here. Oh man. Look at his finger, man. His trigger finger stays ready. His trigger finger is fast. Ramadan. Shout out to Glorb. That is insane, dude. How detailed these are. And then, oh yeah, by far the sickest one, man. Number 4 here. Number 4 was always like my favorite. He was just so funny. He was always so angry. Number 4 with an actual water soaker here. The Chizuka. My goodness, a lot of these go, like these character figure ones, go for like $200 a piece. So like between all 5 of them, that's like 1,000 right there. Which, that's what I'm saying. Like, we already got like 20% almost with just those 5. And we still have 3 other containers. So if we can get to like 2,500-ish, you know, in this box, and we do that same thing for the other 3, we end up with like 7,500. That's not too bad for the 5,000, you know, like that will be pretty good. I don't know if we're going to get that in this bin because I have another bin. One of the bins is like all the heavy hitters. As we were kind of like, you know, talking about everything, I was kind of putting some stuff to like one bin because we had to take out some stuff to look through things. And I remember when we put stuff back, I put a lot of like the heavy hitters like in one box so I could like do mental math as we were trying to come up with a price. So I know one bin's gonna be like super like heavy weighted that direction, but hopefully we can get close here in this episode. We also have a map here of the Cartoon Network Hotel. I actually gave him this. I sold him this on our Whatnot stream. So I'll be able to resell it again. I already have one in my collection, and now that it's the hotel is closed down, that might be kind of a collector's item. When I framed those and I got all those maps, I kind of knew it wasn't going to be around forever. It was just such an anomaly in itself. But if you guys ever want to see the Cartoon Network Hotel after it closes down or as it's closed down already, you can go check out our video. It'll live there forever on the internet, which was the whole goal of like going there and, you know, filming it and stuff. Next up here we have a little K&D like meal toy. And then what is this? Oh my gosh. There is a how do you even find this? Who in the world has this? This is the Codename Kids Next Door Subway toy display. So this is the display sign for all the toys that they had at Subway. That is absolutely, like, this could be one of, like, there could be one of these in the world, literally, like the amount of people that actually kept this. Because you got to realize that K&D was not like SpongeBob or Pokemon where people knew it was going to be collectible down the line, so a lot of people held on to it. This was one of those things at the time people didn't know how fondly people were going to look back on it on. So I don't know how many people would have kept this, really. And then down here, you love this mission, escape your hunger. That's my mission every day. I guess if you think about it, really, like in life, we have all these goals, all these things that we're trying to do, but every day is really mission, escape your hunger, and mission, have a roof over your head. Oh man, there's another one in here. This is the meal toy display for Mucha Lucha. So what happens with these is like the stickiness that gets loose after a while, so I don't want to lean it too far forward, everything falls off. But we have the Mucha Lucha, like that. The Mucha Lucha display for Subway as well. Oh man, I gotta find that one. So there's also, I thought it was like supposed to be a part of this set. It says toy for small children. I was like, where is that one at in the set? That is for the Snow Pea, which is a character from Mucha Lucha. He was a separate toy that was given to like kids that were 1-year-olds, you know, like okay, sorry, 1.5-year-olds. There's a bunch of 1-year-olds right now hitting the dislike button. They're like, hey buddy, I'm 1.5 and I can still use that toy. That is really cool. So there's 2 displays there. Let me get this back in the bag. Okay, and then we have one more item here. Actually, no, 2 more items here. Next up, we have a Duck Dodgers display here. It says puzzle sculptures. So this is like you can actually attach them. One of them is like the one in the middle is just the Duck Dodgers logo, which I kind of think is so cool. Like, it's so random. I actually really like Duck Dodgers as a kid. I haven't rewatched the series, but as a kid, man, I would have freaking loved this, man. I would have traded some good food, some good snacks for this. Maybe even a couple friendships. And then finally, I have something very special for you guys. So this is an item that never actually made it to the public. So this was an item that only appeared. This is like a phenomenon that you only dream of as a toy collector. This is an item that was shown at the Toy Fair in New York City. But it was for a series 2 of these big box versions of the characters, possibly the most popular of the series. But the series 2 never came out, so they never actually produced them. This is a prototype that was shown off at Toy Fair and was only used as a display in Toy Fair. So this very well could be, likely is, the only one of this figure in the entire world. So this is it right here. We have number 4. You can see the gloves are not even painted. It looks like they were not even finished with it. It has glue on the back of his head here. Obviously, I could take that glue off very easily. It looks like hot glue, but that like just adds to the authenticity of the item. He had this awesome hat here that kind of snapped over his hair pretty perfectly, if you ask me. And then he had these Rocket Soda shoes that you can actually tell when you look at them are hand painted. Like, they are not paint app, they're actually hand painted. These Rocket Soda shoes that went on the bottom of his feet there. And these also were glued in as well too, so if I let go, they're gonna fall off. But essentially what the figure was designed to look like was like this. So he's kind of has this rocket style helmet on. He's flying up with the jetpack shoes. And this is the box that he actually would have come in here. You can see some of the other pieces there as well. This right here may be the best piece of this entire box. A truly historic piece. A possibly, like I said, pretty sure there may be other non-painted ones, like prototypes possibly, but as far as like a final product goes, this is as close it will ever get, and it's likely the only one in the world. So that, as far as price goes, if the regular ones go for like 200, 250, a prototype, like non-existent one, honestly, you could pretty much charge whatever you want. He paid $500 for it. I think overall, realistically, for Patient, you could probably ask close to $1,000 and take offers and see what happens. I think that that is not an unbelievable price, because if the person that wants it enough, there is nowhere else they will be able to get one. This is the only option. And to have a complete collection of them, you don't need the other ones because nobody knows if they exist or not, but this one is now known to exist. So you would technically also, you know, like to have that one to be as close as you can to having everything. So that is actually the end of it here. I gotta sit on down and price all this stuff out. I hope some stuff surprises me and we can get closer and closer to that $5,000 value. When he sold it to me, he was aiming for selling at about 60% of the value. So he was, you know, he understood where I was coming from, it being that I have to sell some of the stuff. I always make sure that that part of the deal is very transparent. And for him, it's easy because he just gets to sell it all to me in one swoop. For me, I got to deal with the packing, the shipping, returns, eBay fees, blah, 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 all that stuff. But to me, it's worth it because I get to make these awesome videos for you guys. I just love experiencing this stuff, whether I keep it in my collection or not. Just getting to see it, experience it, see this window into some of the items from my childhood that I didn't have or did have is so fulfilling for me. So that was a lot of fun. Like, that was better than a trip to Disneyland for me. That was incredible. So thank you so much again to Proxy for setting up this deal so we could do this. He helped us out with the Nickelodeon collection in the past. If you guys have been watching the show for a while, with some of our Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron stuff, and now he's hooking up the channel, our Whatnot streams, our eBay shop, and also my personal collection. So big shout out to him. And oh wait, there's one more item. For those of you guys who stuck around, you know, there's always those people like, oh, he's segueing towards the end, click, presses the X, turns it off, slams their laptop, throws it out the window. I'm done. You missed out, okay? There's one more item, and that is this. This will be going in my personal collection. This right here is a giant bus stop display. That is a definite keeper in my collection. I love Camp Lazlo so much. I have so many memories of that show during like a lot of rough, boring summers. Camp Lazlo was what held me down through it. And this actually is an ad for that particular summer too. So an incredible like full circle moment for me to have this in my collection. One of my most iconic comfort cartoons of my 2005 summer, to have it in the collection, an advertisement, a bus advertisement for it. Couldn't be better than that. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here. If you guys want to support the show and are a fan of nostalgia, cartoons, and the art of preservation, you are going to want to be a part of our memberships here on YouTube or a part of our Patreon. You can sign up for as little as $2 or $3 a month, and you help make all of that possible, as well as keep this show going, all for less than the cost of a cup of Starbucks, man. Come help your boy out, all right? You know, just check it out, all right? And if you guys are already a part of that, you know you get access to content that is not available anywhere else. On our Patreon, you get early release and extended versions of the videos ad-free. Plus, you get the reassurance of knowing that you, again, are helping this show and this small team of people to do what we do. So thank you so much to our already existing members. Appreciate you guys so much. And if you're interested in any of the stuff you saw here, you can check it out on our eBay shop down below. Anything I'm not keeping will be there, or you can check it out on our Whatnot stream down below as well. And when you sign up for Whatnot, you can get $15 for free. For some of the smaller items, that might even be free. And for some of the bigger items, that's a huge discount. So go check that out down below. And I might even give some stuff away. So go take a look at our Whatnot, that is down below again. But before we go anywhere, you know the drill. Scan it. So on that note, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here. Check out this video on your screen right here, which I know you're gonna love. I'll see you guys over there. And as always, right back, I'll see you beautiful people in the next one. Adios and bloop.